Hello, 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 guys. Hi, dreamers. How are you? Welcome back. So we have Leo, Virgo, Cusp. Let's see what's in store for you the next month, next 3 or 4 weeks. Don't mind me. I'm just kind of like, uh, yeah. You have this energy of walking away. Something is not worth it. So what is it that you're walking away from, my love? Let's see. Um, for those of you that this has to do with love, again, we're going to be doing love readings, so we'll look into that later on. But there are situations that your energy, right, you guys in general are walking away from. The first thing that is coming up for me is this energy, and I think my tea is cold. It's warm. It's not hot. Um, there. I need some water because nobody likes no lukewarm tea. So what I was gonna say was, obviously, before I took my water break, um, you guys did this month are dealing with a lot of endings and a lot of walking away. So there is a reevaluation of your life and a reevaluation of where it is that you're putting your time, where it is that you're putting your focus, your energy into, and you're making cuts left and right. And it almost kind of reminds me of this energy, like, when people do like spring cleaning and are like decluttering, or like when, well, you see, I do spring and I do summer and I do winter and I do fall cleaning. I do every season. I do like a big decluttering type of thing. And I swear, like, I always find like a bunch of stuff. Like, I'm like, seriously, like, because you get rid of stuff and then you you buy other stuff, and all of a sudden you have like a bunch of stuff. So it's kind of like that energy, guys. All right, I know I'm getting off topic, but is this energy of like really, it's almost kind of like you're making a list of everything in your life, and this is not just like things outside. It's not just about work. It's not just about love. It's not just about like your hobbies and everything. You're literally taking inventory of where it is that that you're putting your time and your energy into, and where it is that is quote unquote feels like a waste of time. And then you're getting into this energy of like readjusting or making changes, right? So like a very simple example would be like, somebody that spends um 8 hours watching TV. And I'm guilty of that. I've done it, especially like when I'm sick. I'm just in bed and that TV is just be going and going and going. Not necessarily I'm not watching it, but it's playing and I'm just laying there like, ugh. But, you know, people that are like been watching TV, and it's like, okay, all of that time that you're spending, like 8-10 hours in front of a TV, what could you have done during that time? You could have gotten a workout in, you could have had meal prepped, you could have gone and played some freaking hockey. I don't know if you play hockey, tennis or golf, whatever it is, right? You could have gone, you could have cleaned the house, you could have done the laundry, gone food shopping. Like, there's so much that you could have done in that 8 to 10 hour period that you were just watching TV, right? So it's kind of like that energy. You're trying you're trying to work towards becoming the better version of yourself, but you're realizing that there are things that still need adjustment. There are things that need to be completely removed, at least temporarily, at least for this season, right? um for some of you, you're starting like a 20, I want to say 28 days of like sugar free. I don't know why 28 days, but good for you. I need my honey. I love my honey. um and I personally did like about almost 2 months of like sugar free for other purposes. uh and that was rough. It was rough, like not having my honey. And and when I say you're giving up sweets, I feel it's like, somebody that does indulge into like these, like the sweetness of things, right? Because like, when we talk about sweets, we talk about a lot of different things, you know. So I talk about like honey and like sweets and like, you know, berries and fruits, and some people are talking about like, you know, eating a whole cheesecake and a piece of chocolate. But what I'm trying to say is like you're making those adjustments. Maybe sweets are not no longer going to be cake and cheesecake and all of the chocolate. Maybe it's gonna be more like switching your sweets to, you know, fresh fruits and honey. And it may be, instead of sitting down for an hour watching TV, it's gonna be walking on a treadmill for an hour while you watch TV. Like there is these little tweaks and these little changes. So this month is about taking inventory and making realistic changes in those areas of your life that you're no longer happy with. And the only reason why I'm using food and exercise is just an example, guys. It doesn't necessarily have to be that. For some of you, this is about wanting to learn something or wanting to start something, to create something. It's like you don't even know where to start, but then you're not even taking the time to do the research on how it is that you're going to start something. So this is where I'm talking about like these little tweaks, these little changes that need to be made in order for you to achieve that vision of yourself that looks like the best version of you, right? And that's going to look different for everyone, right? To be honest with you, the when I think about like the worst version of myself when it comes to like social media and stuff like that is somebody that doesn't watch TV and instead reads. There are times when I am that best version of myself for like 6 months to like a year. And then there's times where it's like, you know what? That best version of myself is going to be put on hold for like the next month. Because, like, you know, The Witcher's coming out or whatever it is that I want to watch. Right? So there needs to be this understanding that as you're working towards this vision of yourself, this better vision of yourself, there still has to be a balance, right? When we take something and we cut something cold turkey, sometimes we're so much more focused on what it is that we're no longer doing or we're no longer consuming, excuse me, versus what it is that we're gaining in the process. So as you're doing all these tweakings and you're removing things and changing things and etc., make sure that you're not doing a lot of drastic changes that then are going to be hard for you to maintain. Make sense? Makes sense. For those of you that are gonna get into like living, and I say it like this because it's like a healthy lifestyle looks different to everybody. But those of you that are going into like a healthier lifestyle and stuff like that, do not partner up with somebody. And I know that this sounds horrible. Sounds horrible, right? But the reason why I'm saying it is because you're going to be greatly, if you're expecting this person to, if you have any expectation of this person actually following through or actually being there, your supporter, your whatever, and you're not paying this person, like let's say it's not like a coach, like a, you know, or something like that, a personal trainer or something like that, then don't even bother, because I feel that then this is going to cause conflict between you and someone else. So like, you know, sometimes you want to do like workouts with like a family member or friend or significant other and stuff like that, and it's like you guys start and everything is going great, and then it's like 2 weeks you're into it and the other person gives up, and then now you're getting mad because you adjusted your workout schedule to theirs, and save yourself the drama. And if you really need motivation, get a big mirror and talk to yourself while you're working out. I know that it sounds crazy, but you need to be the same way that you are your biggest your biggest competition. You have to learn to be your biggest supporter, especially when you're trying to make changes, and especially when you're doing something that you've never done before. You need to be that rock solid, like, cheer, supporting yourself through like the entire process. It is nice to have support from other people. It is amazing. It is great. But at the end of the day, whatever these changes are, you're doing it for yourself because this is what you want. This is what you're desiring at this moment. So you should be the first person that supports your changes. And you should be cheering the loudest for yourself. Makes sense? Makes sense. All right. So we have conclusions are within reach. So again, whatever it is that you're tweaking, whatever it is that you're changing, all of these changes that you're doing, whatever it is that you're walking away from in order to be this better version of yourself, what it is that you're looking for, what it is that you desire, what it is that you're working towards is right there within reach. If you go ahead and you stick to it and you stay disciplined, whether this is cutting people out, whether this is, again, starting a business, starting to work out, whatever it is, just stay consistent. And like it's almost kind of like really hold yourself accountable through the entire process. Well, that is all that I have. As always, guys, thank you for your love and support. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing to the channel. And if you haven't done so, go ahead and do so. We would love to have you. I'm sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing, guys. Take care. Love you all. Bye-bye.